What's going on, team? What's going on, team? Gonna give everybody a few minutes to go ahead and join up. Hope you guys had a good trading day today. Pretty slow on our end today, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the moves did happen, but they moved really early during Asia session, London session. And then for the most part during NYC, price is just consolidating. So we're gonna give everybody a few seconds here to join, and then we're gonna start up. I did update some of my charts earlier today. I had a lot of internet issues, so I had a tech come out, and when he fixed it, I sat down for a little bit, tested it out. So we're gonna go ahead and just go through these pretty quickly today. So yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So AU, right? We're gonna go to the daily time frame. Daily time frame A2, right? We know we're looking for that third push, that third low down to the bottom. So at this point, we don't have any continuations, but we do have 2 months where price is just moving sideways, right? And price finally, you can see how price gave us that lower high, internally gave us a lower low, right? So here we can start looking for those continuations. We have a week of drop, which was last week. This week we can see price is wanting to start push down to the bottom still, and we can see that we have 3 days of drop. Today was that third day, so at this point I'm not expecting price to give me another day of drop, right? I'd be expecting either a no net, or I'd be expecting a day of rise to happen, right, to give us a pullback, right, to then start going back down again. So that's what we'll be looking for on AU. On EU in the daily time frame, we're V1, right? We're at the bottom of consolidation, exactly where we thought, right, where we had our lines at. So understanding again, we don't have any months of continuations. We also don't have any weeks of continuations. We're just watching price give us a pullback, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Waiting to see price finally give us a change of character or a break of structure. And here in the 30-minute time frame, we can see we have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, right? So the lows either way that we want to see price being broke is up here, right? We know we're trading between this low and this high. So we want to see price start giving us these uptrend pushes. And again, 30-minute time frame, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days where price is just moving down. So is this where price is going to end up stopping and then giving us that opportunity to enter and then go right back up, right, and give us that pullback? GJ also in a very nice spot. We have 2 days of rise, looking for that third day. Right now we can see that price is stuck between these lows and these highs, right? So we want to see price, if it breaks below these lows, then we know we're going to get a steeper pullback somewhere in this area. If price breaks above these highs, we know we'll have a clean 372 on GJ. So not going to be this is a good one to catch for today. Good one to keep an eye on. What's good, Mohammed? Good evening, my brother. Hope you're having a fantastic day, man. GU, going to the daily time frame, right? Looking at where we're at the top of consolidation, looking for price to go up, right? Understanding that at the top of consolidation, we had 4 months where price was just moving sideways. We break it down internally, we can see that price finally broke below the low and gave us a break of structure at the 4-hour lows, right? And right now we have a week of drop, no continuation. 30-minute time frame, again, no continuation. We have lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high to what we're at now, lower low, and price is just kind of consolidating here between this high and this low, right? We had these breaks give us this low and this high, right? We could even say that this wick, oh, the wick, but it's not a very strong it's not a strong candle, right? And we could confirm that. Let's see if right, there's no line chart, there's no candle in that line, so it's not a very strong candle to be like, oh yeah, this is a break and this is lower low, right? Because then we'll say lower low, lower high, and then lower low. But like, no, right? I want to keep saying that this is this low from down here and this high from up here. Right, instead of saying that we're playing from this one here, right, for the wick. So If you guys have any questions, again, let me know. Any pairs you guys want me to go over, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. The ones that we are gonna be looking over are the ones in the red folder. But again, you could, if you have any questions about any pair, whether or not they're on our folder, let me know. Or if you need me to explain something again, also just let me know. US30 in the daily time frame, we know we're in peak high territory, right? We had 5 months where prices just moving up with no pullback, right? So we understood that, okay, once we get to our daily highs on our 4-hour highs, this is where we're gonna want to start seeing our pullbacks, right? So right now we have 2 weeks of drop, this week being the third week. We also got that third week low, right? Price pulled up nicely, gave us a lower high to make a lower low, right? And we could see that in the 30-minute time frame. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Right? Also, we had 3 days of drop. Today was the third day, gave us a drop rise. So now at this point, right, this isn't an entry that I'm in. Yeah, I was just testing something on the 1 minute time frame. Right? Could we be expecting US30 to give us a 4th day variation of where price gives us a new low before we continue to push to the top side? Right? That could happen. So that's what I'm going to be waiting for, right? Once price gets to these lows down here, this is where we want to start seeing price pull out to the top side. USDCAD, this is another one pretty similar to US30, just inverted, right? We have 5 days where price is just moving on up. This is where I want to start seeing price turn around. And if we start looking at our daily time frame, we had 3 months of rise. On the third month gave us a rise in ONET, so we knew we wanted to see price go up and gave us a 4th day variation, especially when we're in an uptrend. We're in V2 looking for a new high to be made all the way up here, right? So could we be expecting price now for USD CAD to give us a pullback? We have 3 weeks of rise. On the third week gave us a rise drop, expected a 4th week, right? That also resets the trend. Gave us 1 week of rise. Last week gave us a second week. This week gave us another week, right? So 3 days or 3 weeks, right? It was a continuation, and it continued higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low to continue to go to the top side. Right, we can see that in the 30 minutes. So now we know that, okay, at this point, if price continues to break above the highs, we know it's going to continue to go up. If not, this is where price is going to respect, right, to continue to push it to the bottom side. Gold in the daily time frame, right? Again, another one where we're in peak high territory. We don't really have a clear market makers pattern. So we're just gonna be looking at the 4-hour right now for structure. What time frame has the best structure, right? 4-hour, yeah, you can see higher high, higher low, but it's not really the best, right? The 1-hour, right? When you go to the 1-hour, you can see a little bit better structure, right? You have the breaks, you have the higher highs, higher lows. We know that we're trading between this huge ass high from up here and this low from down here. Price respected these lows twice and bounced off of them, right? So could we be expecting price? So we go down to the 30-minute time frame, we see we have an engulfing candle, right? And we also know that this is a 30-minute high, right? But we also know that in the 4-hour time frame, we have a huge imbalance candle, right? This huge wick is a gap in the market that has to be filled, right? And 75% of that has to be filled. So wouldn't it make sense for price to go 75%, right? It's about an estimate, right? And let's do the math. Where are we expecting price to pull back up to, right? I'm expecting price to pull back up to at least here, right here, here to this zone, here to here. Right, it's a little bit less than 75, but I'm looking at these candles, right? So once we get that pullback, we know that somewhere up here, price is gonna make a decision on whether or not price is gonna respect and continue to go down, or break and go up. So that's what I'm gonna be waiting for on gold. And then Bitcoin, and then we'll go over EURCAD, EURAUD, and GBPCAD. Let me turn those. Well, I won't turn them on yet, so I don't get them mixed up. So Bitcoin, I was waiting for the new candle to open, but it opens in 2 hours, I believe. So I'm not gonna update this one, but you know, we could still see lower low, lower high, lower low. We're trading between this 30-minute high, this 30-minute low. In the 4-hour time frame, pretty much still trading between this high up here and this low, just in the zone of consolidation. Right, again, at the top of consolidation, we want to look for those safety trades to go down. Right, at the bottom of consolidation, this is where we want to start seeing our safety trades to go up, right? Or we want to start looking for price to break below these lows, right, and then continue to go down, right? Or we're gonna get this, what we're seeing now, right? So now in the 30-minute time frame, that's what we're looking for, right? In this zone, we started making lower low, lower high, lower low, and then we started making consolidation. So at this point, it's just a game of heads and tails until we get that change of character, right? If we could get price to break above these highs, which is also in comparison with 800 EMA, right? We know we can continue to go up. If not, again, we're just gonna get a small pullback somewhere within the zone here. Oh, that was not what I intended to do, my bad. Right, somewhere between the zone here, we'll get a pullback, and this is where price is gonna continue to go down if it goes down. Hope that makes sense. If you need me to explain that again, let me know. And again, every single pair we're trading it the same way. So all the structures that we're drawing, you could take a screenshot, draw it out. You could draw all of this in every single pair. Every single pair. So EURCAD, let's look at EURCAD. EURCAD was, alright, this is one that we went over this morning, right? This is one that we drew out. Right, so we have a day of rise. Right now we had lower low, lower high, lower low. Price finally gave us a change of character, higher high. So we still know that we're trading between this low and this high up here. And I'm going to use the wick to the green candle closure. Right, again, even though we know there's a gap. So did we break these highs over here? Right? Yes, we did. This is the test. The next candle, the one that broke. Oh, actually, no, we didn't. My bad. I would not look. This is a test candle, right? Had a wick. Did any candle close above the wick? No, they all closed below the wick. So this isn't a break of structure. All of these candles were testing the zone. So what we want to see on EURCAD, right? Let's take a step back and delete a little bit of this so we have a clean view of what we want to see. Right? We have lower low, lower high, lower low, and then boom, change of character. So now our real zone to give us a real push, right? We want to see this here. But since we are above the 800 EMA, if we could get price to break above these highs here, then we know it's going to go up. And the lows that it needs to break is going to be these lows here. And where could we be expecting a pullback to? Let's take another step back and delete some more of these drawings. Right, we could be expecting a pullback anywhere in this zone. Right? So this is going to be an interesting one to keep an eye on. Right? This is an aggressive entry. Right? These entries would be aggressive entries. These are the heads or tails type of entries. Right? But if we could get price to really break above and give us a shift, right, and break above here, then we know we could catch this one up here for certain. Right? And why do I mean aggressive entry, right? Because okay, we're in the 30-minute time frame, but we know that if price, where would our stop loss be if you enter here? Our stop loss would be down here at 15 pips. Right? 15 pips is not, 15 pips is still 15 pips, is a lot. But in comparison to where STP is going to be at, right, it's not too bad. Right? 44 pips, 40 pips. Right? So, and you could condense the stop loss if you have a, if you're looking at the 1 minute time frame, you could enter down here, or you could enter a little bit closer. Right? So even if you enter down here at the retest of the first red candle, right, that stop loss, if you have this entry down here, dude, why is this not working? Right, is only 6 pips, so it's half of that, right? 5.56 pips. We won't round, we'll get 6 pips. So this one could be an interesting one for sure. That was what, EURCAD? Okay. Euro AUD, let's take a look. Alright, this is another one. We have 3 days of rise. Right after 3 days of rise, what do we know? Market must chop or drop. Right, we have our 30-minute high, we have our 30-minute low. Price hasn't reached the 30-minute high yet. Right, if price reaches up here, it could either respect these highs to continue to go down, or is going to break above and retest. Right, and then these lows is where price is either going to break to continue to go down, or is going to just continue to consolidate. So Euro AUD is also not a bad one to keep an eye on, but not in the best place either, right? In the middle of the zone. 4 hour, just in the middle of the zone as well. But this is what we'll be looking for, these type of structures today. And GBPCAD. GBPCAD, yeah, gave us an engulfing, but didn't give us a nice retest. It kind of missed it by a few pips early in the morning from 3 a.m. to 7:30, right? And then it went up, right? We're between lower low, lower high, lower low. Then price gave us a change of character higher high. So this is similar to EURCAD, or pretty much similar. Same kind of structure, right? Because we know that we're trading between higher high, higher low, right? And we broke here, meaning that we're trading between this low, right, and this high. So I am really expecting price. I'm not expecting price, right? I'm not expecting price to pull back down to here, right? I'm expecting price to pull down to the structure low, which is going to be this engulfing candle here. Why? Because this is the last red candle that made the push before the break, right? So which engulfing candle would I use to get a pullback? Would I use this one, or would I use this one down here? And then not only that, this one down here is also in confluence with the 800 EMA, right? So again, this is just where we get those a little better entry than other people, which is just okay. Instead of getting in here, right, which a lot of people would get in here, right, where would your stop loss need to be here, right? Some people would think that your stop loss would be down here at 14 pips, but no, this isn't the strong low. This is why your stop loss gets hit, right? The real low that you want your stop loss to be on is going to be either of these lows down here, right? And if you have that entry, that's a 36 pip stop loss, right? But if you enter down here, right, this is only in the 30-minute time frame, right? If you cut it down and you just trade from here to here, it's like, okay, it's 21 pips, 20 pips, right? Now if you cut it down, you go to a lower time frame. Let's start seeing how that looks in the lower time frame, right? What do we have here in the lower time frame? We have another engulfing candle. Perfect. What else is it accompanied by? An exhaustion candle, right? Let's go to the 1 minute. Looking for the same thing in every single time frame. Do we see engulfing candles? Do we see gaps? Do we see anything that indicates price is gonna have to reach a lower point, right? And right here is simple. What do we have? A double bottom, right? This is a double bottom. So now what do we know about double bottoms? Price, right, tends to break, retest to continue to go up. Did we get the break in the retest? No. We got the break, which the break happened here. Did we get a retest of the zone? No. Right, as you can see, price never reached down to these lows. Ah, shit. I'm doing this the very difficult way, but it's all good. Right, so now let's say we go into the 1 minute time frame. We got this entry. Where would our stop loss be? Right, 10 pips. So we just cut our stop loss down by 20 pips just by being able to see structure in each and every single time frame. You know what I mean? So GCAD is also a very good one to keep an eye on, right? Let's look at this in the 4-hour time frame too. Where are we? Right, no continuations. We're just at the top of consolidation. So again, not the best place to look for a trade, but we'll continue to look at structure, right? In the daily time frame, we're just at the top of V1, top of consolidation, right? So how many times did price reject these highs, right? This is why this isn't the best place to look for a trade, especially going long. But again, if we follow structure, which again, this could always just be a fake out, right? Make everybody believe that, oh yeah, price is going to continue to go up, right? But realistically speaking, if we even condense this a little bit, right, we can see that this was the high, this was the low, right? So that means that we're really trading between this low and this high, right? So we could see how even if we don't see how structure really plays out, this is why a lot of people get faked out. So we're gonna keep this in mind, that we're still not, this could just be a pullback of this zone up here. So we'll definitely keep that in mind. This was gonna be tricky, but again, why is it tricky? It just goes into what we were saying earlier, right? At the top of consolidation, right? At the top of consolidation, if we draw it out, right, where do you want to take your shorts and where do you want to take your longs? Do you want to take your longs at the top of consolidation, or do you want to take your longs at the bottom? Right, vice versa. Do you want to take your shorts going down? Do you want to take it at the bottom of consolidation, or do you want to take it at the top of consolidation? Right, so that's why those rules exist. It's because if you're at the top, right, even if you're in the middle, right, or vice versa, if you're looking for shorts at the bottom, right, the market maker is going to throw every single confluence at you to make you believe like, oh yeah, this is where you want to go long, this is where you want to go long, and then you get into that trade, and then boom, it takes you out, right? This is where the market maker is going to throw all of those confluence at you. It's going to be in the zone of consolidation, right? Especially when you're at the top looking for longs, right? Because everything looks juicy here. 800 EMA, the break, lower low, lower low, and then it breaks above, gives you a higher high. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Unless you guys have any other questions, let me know. If not, that'll be it for today. It's pretty short class, only 20 minutes, but a lot of information. Right? We did a lot of pairs, we did a lot of drawings too, so it wasn't bad. We'll be live tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. for the live trading session. We're live every single day, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. I know today we started a little bit earlier, so I'm sorry about that. And then we also do a weekly market breakdown on Sundays. Usually it's always on Sundays. Um, and it could start anywhere from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys join our Discord. The link will be in the chat. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Thank you, man. See you tomorrow. My brother. See you tomorrow, my mama, Muhammad. But I started there for a little bit. You heard that? That was crazy. And then I'll also say this: the pair that I want to just keep an eye on here for Asia session going into London session is gonna be GJ. So also just want to give you guys that gem for tonight. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Peace out.